Hi guys, welcome back. It is September 24th, Wednesday. We're in the middle of week 6, and we are here to do my school update for week 4, 5, and 6. So it's going to be a long one. As you guys know, I'm a chatterbox. So why don't you grab a drink, a snack, and let's talk about it. I have a dulce or dulce. I would say dulce, but my phone, and I've heard other people say dulce, so I'm not sure how you say that. Ice latte from Starbucks. It's kind of like cinnamony. Very nice. And I did get their new egg bites, and I've been eating for a while because I've been trying to do this video for a while. I tried this sauce. It's the jalapeno something. It tastes too much of a specific seasoning that I can't remember. Didn't really like it, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty new. And I also have a plate of homemade sausages, or cooked, I don't know. Anyways, before we get started, I would appreciate it if you would like, subscribed, and shared. And if you do join our community, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. I say I don't like the sauce, but I keep dipping it. It's kind of like I'm trying to figure out what it is, but I can't. Anyways, if you do guys want to see more of what my day is like when I am going to school, I did vlog Monday and Tuesday of week 4, so you guys can go check those 2 videos out. And I do go into depth a lot about the challenges I'm experiencing with certain formats that professors are using. One class has a textbook that I can access, but my voiceover reads it really off. It turns out I think they kind of like scanned it, so some of the text is shadowed, so my voiceover doesn't read it well. But since I been using Being My Eyes, I get the full text, which is a lot better, but it still kind of struggles with 1 or 2 words, so it's not bad at all. But it is time consuming, and that's the problem. Something that I could read in, like, I don't know, let's say 10 minutes takes me about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, depending on how many pages. It takes me about 2 minutes on each page to gather all the information. So the way I started was I would screenshot it, listen, and then delete it. But then I realized I need to look back on certain the material, and it doesn't make sense to screenshot it all the time. So what I started doing is copying and pasting the results into notes, and then whenever we're done with this, probably with the book or the certain section, I will delete them, so no one can have them and I don't have them there. But as a quick rundown, I'm pretty sure I do talk about it in my vlogs, but what I do is that I save it from the Canvas shelf onto my file folder on my phone. If I can directly save it onto iBooks, but which is not always possible, I will do that because it cuts down on one step, but more often than not, iBooks doesn't pop up on one of the options when I try to share. So it's always saved on files, and then for files, that's when I share it to iBooks. And the reason why I do that is because if I don't share it on iBooks or have it on iBooks or Books app that's already installed in my phone, I'm not able to take pictures of in a organized manner. If I do it directly from files or from the Canvas shelves, I miss text because I need to scroll or flick on the screen instead of like physically like moving from page to page. And so after I save everything, I will screenshot it and then go to photos and then ask Be My Eyes to describe it, and then I have to wait until it finishes processing, and then I have to ask it to read the text in full, because if I don't do that, it'll just give me an overall description of what it's saying. So again, each page takes me about 2 minutes. That's including from taking the screenshot to getting all the information I need and copying and pasting it into notes. So that's what I've been doing. I'm not very comfortable with saving that stuff because I feel like that's kind of like, a bit illegal, but I'm like, at the moment, that's all I have right now. As I mentioned before, I will delete them as soon as I no longer need them. And it sucks because if I had my technology, which by the way I still don't have, and we're 6 weeks in, and so this tomorrow actually will be 7 weeks since I had my appointment. So I never reached out to DOR because I've been so busy with school, but tomorrow I will send out the email and we will see how that goes. I'm afraid that she's going to be a bit rude about it, but we will see. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's been one of my major challenges, is getting that book, and then my other class. So my first 2 classes, which is a 2060 and 3120, those are the 2 classes that have those books or files that I can't see. 2060, I can't see it at all, but the moment I save it into iBooks, I'm able to flip between pages. Again, it still won't read the text, but as soon as I take pictures or screenshots, I'm able to get that information, which is better than nothing. I'm hoping that they'll try to figure that out. Like I said, I feel like they're not going to try too hard because I made the mistake of letting them know that I'm able to access it, even though it is time consuming. Like, it's really frustrating, but I'm knocking on wood because for the past 3 weeks I've been managing to get my work done by the beginning of the week. On week 4, I finished everything by Tuesday evening, except one assignment, which was the collage. Oh my god, you guys, for some reason week 4 and week 5 I kept misreading things, and it was mainly the collage project because the moment I heard collage I panicked. But everything I needed to know was there, and I kept bugging the professor. I'm like, oh, what is this, or what is that, or how do I do it? Can I do it in physical format? And things like that. So, yeah. That's, I managed to do that. So for that, I needed to go to, I think it was CVS or Walgreens. I honestly didn't even ask. But I needed to go print out pictures from my phone because we don't have magazines in our house. And I did use a couple of photos that I have here. I just put tape down on the cardboard. Oh, and by the way, my sister took me to Target to buy that as well. It was 99 cents, which is fantastic. You know what? I'll show you guys at the end of week 4. Actually, we're done talking about week 4. So let me show you guys what I ended up doing. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna be showing you guys this. So let's start like this, I guess. So don't laugh at my cutout letters. I did this 100% by myself. So I forgot what the whole thing was about. We had to do a poster board, a collage. I think we were talking about how we were trying to like do an assignment for one of the readings about bell hooks and her thoughts about teaching and what is important in a classroom and stuff like that. So of course mine says inclusivity, and then I have a bunch of butterfly stickers, and then I don't remember the layout, but I know one's a library, another one is accessible sports, and the other one was a classroom. My thoughts were that, like, a classroom can be a safe space, a classroom can be inclusive. So, that's what I was trying to do. And then, the next row is my hands reading Braille. And I think me and Ethos outside of Olive Garden. And then my sister helped me write a phrase down here that meant something to me about education. Don't remember what it says. I think it's like you, me, and everyone has the right to learn or something like that. And then this crazy random, what is it called? Cardstock glossy paper with a bunch of construction paper in different colors. The reason why I did that was, one, different textures, right? So as a blind person having and right here was my graduation picture that I didn't want to leave in here. I didn't think about this right, but it's gonna come out nice. I do want to keep some of these pictures. I'll do this later. So that's what I did. I'm not good at doing things like this on my own, but that little random color things, hold on, let me fix myself, was, it's all about inclusivity. And mine, I was trying to get different textures and stuff like that. The letters on the top that I cut out are made out of felt. They're on top of more construction paper. The butterflies signify growth and, freedom and stuff like that. So I had fun talking about it and thinking about it, but I don't know if I got a good grade yet. I hope I did. But yeah, that was week 4. Going into week 5, that weekend, my sleeping schedule completely got ruined. But thankfully, I was able to get everything done by, actually no. So week 5 was my craziest week yet, besides week 2. Being that my sleeping schedule was all over the place, I was getting homework and my readings done wherever I could. I did take week 5 slow because I was not feeling well, and so I took it slow. I actually finished all my assignments by Sunday afternoon. So this past Sunday, I got everything done on time, which is great. On Thursday, I woke up at 6 to feed the puppy, and I'm like, oh my god, I have an assignment due at 8. And then I realized I did it all wrong. It was this whole mess, and then I realized I submitted that it was not due until Friday at 11:59 p.m. So definitely I got it in on time. And then so that's how that week went. One of my assignments for week 4 was due on Monday in week 5, so I did submit that then. So I kind of started week 5 on Tuesday instead of Monday, and I think that's why I was a little bit thrown off. But again, my sleeping schedule was all over the place. I was sleeping all hours of the day, and I would sometimes do my homework in the middle of the night, and it was a crazy week. My sleeping schedule is still messed up. I woke up at 12:50 a.m. this morning, and it's about to be 12 p.m. So I'm already really tired and sleepy. So we will see how long I stay awake. But yeah, so I managed to get everything submitted on time for week 5. And being that I was awake Wednesday evening, and I noticed that some of the modules for week 6 were open, I started doing all of that. So by I would say 8 in the morning, Monday morning, I was done with everything, literally. And then that's when I noticed that one of my classes, the one that never opened on time, that always opens on Tuesdays, wasn't open yet. So I was like, well, I did everything else, so I guess that's good enough, right? Tuesday came and went. That class was still not open. So this morning I emailed her and said, hey, when's module 6 going to be open? And thankfully she emailed me right away. She says that this week we don't have anything because she's giving her students a break to study for midterms for her other classes, because she's not going to have a midterm, which so grateful to that. It's been a challenge because I don't have my technology, and I can't take notes as I'm reading or watching videos. I already took a quiz for one of my classes, and they're like, it's open notes and open lecture notes and like lecture slides, and I'm like, no, I don't have any notes because I can't take notes, you know? So it sucks because it was a time quiz. It was an hour, 3 questions, but I literally had to go through everything because I didn't have notes, and I had an idea where a lot of the things were. So I did manage to do everything except add a picture, which I needed to do on my third and last question. So we will see how that goes. So yeah, I, like I said, I finished everything. I am done for week 6. Actually, no, I think there's an ungraded activity, but being that it's not graded, I'm not going to be rushing to do that. I will do that today, but it's not a graded assignment. It's just an activity and stuff like that. So it's pretty simple. I already saw it. Thankfully, I'm sitting down and do this because I saw that assignment this morning and I literally just remembered. But before we go, I do want to show you guys, I did do a screen recording on how I do the process to get the information from the inaccessible pages or textbooks. Hopefully you guys are able to see that and the screen actually moves along, because I know that with voiceover you can't actually see where I'm at. It won't like highlight it or anything. So I'm hoping you're at least able to see a little bit of that process. So let's add that. Okay, so
switch button, flashlight, switch button, off. Settings, 3 new items, books. Double
I'm
tap to
going
open.
to iBooks
App icon, button.
or not.
Dismiss context menu, button. Dismiss context, settings, 3 new items, books. Double tap to open.
There we go.
Books. Page 22 of 29. Double tap toolbar. Page chooser. Page
So
22.
I'm
Page 23.
page 23, and I have to
Table of
navigate
content. Markup. Appear. Search. Bookmark. Off.
all the way
Button.
to the bottom to make sure I have all the text. Screenshot that.
Edit and share screenshots. Home. Photos. Double tap to open.
Go to photos.
Date range. Alt. Date range. Alt. Sort and fill. Vertical scroll. Screenshot. Time. 1:18 p.m. Back. Button. Today. Screenshot. Screenshot. Detect text. Delete. Edit. Info. Favorite. Share. Button. Close. Button. One photo selected. Brother. Messages. Button. Page 3 of 3. Describe with Be My Eyes. Button. Cancel. Button.
And now we have to
Please
wait
wait.
until
Be My Eyes
this
writing a message.
processes.
Your message. Please wait. Be My Eyes
Excuse
writing a
me.
message. Be My AI. A page from an ebook viewed on a mobile device. The time at the top left is 1. 8. Be My AI. A page from message. Text field. Double tap to
And
edit.
I
Use
have
the rotor to access misspelled words.
to be more specific because it gives me an overview of what it's seeing and not exactly what it says. So
Be My message. Text field. Double tap to edit. Use the rotor to act. Cap J. Juliet.
and we have to wait again. This is what I have to do with each page. Now, it read it to me, and this is how I've been doing it. Okay, so that's my experiences so far in the semester. The professors are a bit, they're pretty nice. They're pretty understanding. One of the professors finally replied about my accommodations, and they're like, I don't work well with the OSD website. Can you just tell me what you need? But I'm like, I think you need to sign off on it. I don't know how that works. So what I'm gonna do is screenshot it. I'm gonna go to my portal, screenshot my accommodations, and just send that to them. I don't know why they're saying they don't work well with it. I'm pretty sure they're literally sent a link so they can just click on it. I don't know, but I kind of feel like, being that we're online classes, strictly online, they kind of like are very like about everything. I will say they're a lot more understanding. My social media class is all about images and videos and stuff like that, so I'm like, I can do a lot of this work, but some of it I will not be able to because I'm blind, and the professor's like, it's totally understandable, I understand, but when assignments like this do come up, let's schedule Zoom meetings, or let's meet in person. He's like, I'm here on campus on Mondays, and I'm like, oh, I'm never going to go to campus if I can avoid it. So I said, okay, yeah, Zoom meetings will work for me. Hasn't happened yet, thankfully. I've been able to do a lot of it. And then the other classes, weirdly enough, are also using a lot of images, which I don't know why, but images is becoming very prevalent. Is that the right word? For classes. So we will see how it continues going. I hope that I can still stay on this path of success. Again, knock on wood, because I've been enjoying and feeling super proud of myself by finishing everything by the first 2 or 3 days of the week. The harder assignments are definitely coming up. We already started doing the oral history project. We submitted our proposals. So I'm going to be interviewing my sister's friend. I believe we are going to have to upload the videos on a YouTube. So you guys might actually be seeing one of my assignments. I'm going to ask the professor if he's okay with me adding it here. Otherwise, I don't know where else I could put it. Maybe on, I don't know, because it's a 15 to 30 minute long video that we have to do. So we will see how that goes. So yeah, we are preparing for midterms, for bigger projects, and yeah. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and we will see you guys on the next one.